The U.S. Men's Olympic Orientation Camp list of forwards, defensemen, and goalies was released today, and there's a glaring name left off the defense corps. Let's talk about it on this episode of Next Shift with Rick Wagan. Suzuki does not suck.
Petrie score! Petrie wants it. Take it, go! Goal with another six. Lane Hutson scores! Goes after it now. He's in. He scores! All right!
Welcome back to Next Shift with Rick Wagan. Suzuki does not suck, but I would say the U.S. general manager does suck because he left our boy Lane Hutson off of the list of the U.S. Men's Olympic Orientation Camp. This is made up of 16 defensemen in the National Hockey League. If you follow the NHL Network, they chose the top 20 defensemen in the entire NHL, and Lane Hutson finished 19th. That would make him top 19 in the world, but not top 16 in the U.S. There are players like Adam Fox and Luke Hughes, Seth Jones, Jackson Lacombe, Charlie McAvoy, Ryan McDonough, Brad Pesce, Neil Pionk, Alex Vlasic, Brady Shea, just to name a few of the players that were chosen ahead of Lane Hutson to join the orientation camp. Now listen, I'm looking at some players, whether it's Quinn Hughes, Werenski, Slavin. There's some players out there that I can see making the squad ahead of Lane Hutson. But all in all, to choose 16 defensemen and not choose a player like Lane Hutson, who just won the Calder Trophy, who is most likely going to be a top 5 defenseman in the NHL for years to come. I appreciate that you're building a team. You have to go against the tough Canadian team. You have to go against other tough teams around the world. It is Olympic ice surface, which, bodes well for a player who can skate and who could be agile. He may not be a power play player on this team. Listen, I'm not suggesting that Lane Hutson in his second year in the NHL belongs on the U.S. Olympic team, but I am suggesting he belongs on the U.S. Olympic team's orientation camp of 16 defensemen. Now, listen, I know Montreal Canadiens fans all over the city, all over the province, all over the country, all over the continent are echoing my opinion. That being said, there is a silver lining, right? Obviously, this is not the team that's going to get chosen necessarily. Lane Hutson has 40, 50 games to prove himself, to see if he could get a shot to join the team. There'll be injuries, there'll be changes. That's great. I look at it a different way. Lane Hutson is the kind of player that will play every single game, practice every single day. It'll be good for him to take the break. The Montreal Canadiens will have an opportunity for a couple weeks in the middle of the season to rest him, and he'll come back fully charged for the rest of the season. So I'm really disappointed in the general managers that chose this team. I know Lane Hutson, this player is going to be an awesome hockey player for many years to come. He's one of the Montreal Canadiens superstars. He'll be in the same words and voices as Cale Makar and Quinn Hughes. Montreal Canadiens will have Demidov and Lane Hutson leading the way. Not far behind them will be Suzuki and Caufield and Slafkovsky and Fowler and maybe even Reinbacher and maybe Gooley and maybe Dobson. So it's a small loss for Lane Hutson. The silver lining is he'll get a couple of weeks off. Another silver lining could be that, hey, this could affect his salary negotiations maybe. I think the kid deserves whatever he asks for. But that being said, he's not in the top 16 in his own country. It sounds ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It's an absolute shame. The Montreal Canadiens fans should be disappointed. And any people out there that say he has challenges playing defense haven't watched him play hockey. Did he have a couple of rough games in the playoffs against Washington, a very heavy, big team? Yes. If you watched him for 82 games, you guys saw he made a few mistakes, but every defenseman makes mistakes. He was a solid defenseman, a dog on the bone type of defenseman, didn't give up. Sure, he's small in stature, but not small in heart. So keep your head up, Lane Hutson. I strongly believe you're going to have many years of playing on the U.S. national team. This is a shame and really almost a travesty that the general manager didn't choose you in these top 16. These are all great players. I'm not putting any of the players down. If you're going to ask me who would I take off, I mean, I named a few names. It doesn't, any one of those players I named could be on the team, but I would still take Lane Hutson over those players. So again, I'm not suggesting Lane Hutson should be on this team this year, but I am suggesting he should be in this initiation camp. Kudos to our boy Cole Caufield, who was chosen to be part of this team. Again, I'm looking at it quickly, 24 forwards. They'll probably end up bringing, 3 times 5, 15 forwards to the Olympics. Does he have a chance? Yes. Do I think he's going to make it? Well, if they don't like small guys that are really, really good, then maybe not. So all this does for me is have me jump on board the Team Canada. For those that don't know, I'm based in United States. I'm a dual citizen, born and raised in Montreal, but very disappointed in the fact that they didn't take Lane Hutson. If Cole Caufield makes the team, I'll cheer for him, but I don't know if I'll cheer for the U.S. So all in all, a very disappointing snub for the middle of August, but not a huge surprise. It was kind of let out of the bag by our friend Tony Marinaro, but all in all, still a big disappointment. Still unbelievable to me. Another call out. Interesting that Alex Tuck and Vincent Trocheck and Kreider are there, but I guess, you want those type of players in the third and fourth line. We'll see who makes the team. I'm not overly concerned, but at this point, the Montreal Canadiens and Lane Hutson were poorly served, and I think it's going to come and bite them in the ass, to be honest. So go Canada, go Habs, go. That's it for me. That's it for next shift. Suzuki does not suck, but damn it, that general manager for the U.S. Olympic team really does suck. Talk to you guys soon.
Hutson scored! Petrie once again. Goal! With another save. Lane Hutson scores! Goes after it. No!